Okay, now that we've made our paper using our alcohol inks, I thought I would show you something, a quick easy card to do with that paper. So what I did is I just took a plain white sheet of cardstock here, cut it at 5.5 inches wide, and it was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So when I fold it, I'll have a card that is 5.5 inches wide by 4.25 inches tall. So there's our card base. Then I took this piece of bright yellow and I cut it just shy of 4 inches because it was actually a scrap and it was just shy of 4 inches. And then 4 inches this way and then 5.25 inches this way. So we will attach that to our base. So again, you'll see how quick and easy this card is. Sorry about that, I had to check on something here. So we'll just center that on our base. It's kind of an odd angle, so I'm not sure how straight I'm getting things. And then I took the K. Andrew stamps that I showed you earlier tonight when I was doing the same video. And what I'm going to do is I chose the UR that was up in the corner, and then I changed from whichever one I was using before to You Are Not Alone, and then that came with that little butterfly on it. So I'm just going to stamp that right in the bottom corner here. And this is kind of a big block for these stamps, but that works really nicely. So it says You Are Not Alone. Now I got some black here. We'll figure out something to do with that. And I'm just going to leave that in black. This is just going to be a very simple card. So then what I did is I took my Kate's ABCs cartridge on page 62, and I used this Girl Font Shadow at 3 inches. I cut this purple butterfly, and we'll put that in here. And then I took, for the base, I cut it in black. And then I took the multicolored paper and I cut the wings out of the multicolored paper. So I want to do this separately. I've already attached the wings to the butterfly, but what I want to do is I want to attach the base all by itself. So we will just put that here, and I think maybe before I do, I'm going to grab some ribbon. Hold on just one minute. Okay, so I found some orchid ribbon. It's a little bit different color purple than my base, but that's okay. And typically, I wasn't planning to put ribbon on here. It was kind of an afterthought, but since I'm covering up a mistake, I won't be able to loop it under because my card is already attached to the base. So what I'm going to do is I'll just run my ATG, and I trimmed it very closely so that now I can just put my ribbon here. Actually, that's probably going to make the card a little more finished anyway. Now I want to be very careful because I just cut this the perfect size. And so I don't want to, I want to make sure it's fairly straight before I put it down. There we go. Alright, so there's the little strip of ribbon. And now I'm going to take my butterfly. I'm going to give this card to a friend who's having surgery. That's why I chose the You Are Not Alone. Then I'll write a little note for her in there. Now, the reason I didn't attach this to here is because I wanted to do something a little bit different, just to give it some dimension. So what I did is I pulled out my foam squares, and we're going to use the foam squares instead of regular adhesive to attach it, and then that will raise it from the top. And this isn't a card that I will mail because the friend that's having surgery is actually a co-worker, and so I will get that to her this way. But I want it, I also don't want it coming off my card either, so I'm using lots of dimensionals here. Probably should have even just picked up my larger size dimensionals. That's okay because I didn't want it raised too highly. So we'll just peel off the backs. I was downtown a few weeks ago and saw a lot of people in tie-dye. And I'm not really a tie-dye sort of person, but there were all these people downtown in tie-dye. And when I use all the different color alcohol inks, it kind of reminds me a little bit of tie-dye. And like I said, I'm not a tie-dye person, but it does make a beautiful butterfly. I'm really pleased with it. So there's our butterfly. And I think one more thing I'm going to do is I pulled out this glitter glue pen from Studio G, kind of like this Stickles pen. I got this from my Michaels and it was only 99 cents. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use it. Let me get it going first. This is the first time I've used this, so I was curious to see how it would be in comparison to the Stickles. But for this project, it's going to go really well. So I'll just put that in the middle, and boy, that just kind of picks up all the color because it's white. It just picks up all the colors from around it and really adds a nice little dimension to the butterfly. So there we go. There is our card. It says you are not alone. I'll let it dry and then get it ready for my friend who's having surgery. So very simple card, and we used the paper up that we made with the Tim Holtz Alcohol Inks. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick video.